Should get them this time. They're off racing. And one of the first to get going by degree from wide out. Secrecy will look for the lead. Eternal Romance kicking through as well and driving across is not one back as they complete 250 with another Nephew pressurised pushing right up on the rail. In behind those, Al Unique, Declared Innocent caught deep outside of it. Going to follow My Degree as they work over by the 1800 metre mark. Savorski's got right up on the inside next. A length and a half further back behind them, Royal Splendour. Zachariah Bow being followed by Queen of Jerusalem, and at the tail Safari Boy. At the 1600 they've gone through the crossing. The grey Galloper Secrecy leads the way, held the front from Knock One Back, pushing right up now to be third, prominently placed, pressurised. A length and a half to Eternal Romance in the clear. The same margin, My Degree, Savorski down on the inside, another Nephew with those. Further back in the field came Declared Innocent, then came Al Unique, Royal Splendour, Safari Boy a long way back as they go into the middle stages of proceedings. Then Zachariah Bow, and dropping out last is Queen of Jerusalem, who'd be spotting the leader about 10 lengths. As they work inside the 1100, it's Secrecy on top now and gets a breather. Takes hold, slows them down. Secrecy, 3/4, Knock One Back, third pressurised, fourth Eternal Romance. My Degree is next, but sitting 3 wide in transit. Between horses, another Nephew. When they approach the 800, Savorski's over on the rail. A length away then came Declared Innocent, being followed then on the rails Royal Splendour. Al Unique splits horses, then Safari Boy, Zachariah Bow, and Queen of Jerusalem is going to have to come from Stone Motherless to win. At the 550 towards the turn, Knock One Back makes its bid now and quickly goes up, grabs the lead from Secrecy. Secrecy trying to find Eternal Romance camped over the top of them. Behind them pressurised and left the fence, so Savorski gets that rails run. My Degree there, followed by Safari Boy. Al Unique got tightened up between horses and had to check at the 250. Eternal Romance grabs the lead. Savorski is in pursuit. Eternal Romance, Savorski coming. It's Savorski on the outside. Another Nephew. Here's Queen of Jerusalem. Savorski ridden for dear life with its head in front. Savorski wins. Savorski wins for the birthday boy. One from Eternal Romance. Third, Queen of Jerusalem, who came from last. And then close up as well behind them, Zachariah Bow, another Nephew. In behind them, Royal Splendour. Knock One Back, pressurised. Al Unique got into all sorts of bother in the straight. Then Secrecy, Declared Innocent, Safari Boy, and dropping out of it is My Degree to finish last. So Savorski takes out the last event of the day, and Troy Turner delivers a nice little birthday present for trainer Cole Webster Jr. Number 6, Savorski, the Savabeel gelding. Rebounds today, having run 5th to Eternal Romance. Turns the tables here this afternoon. Queen of Jerusalem running on from the back after being last and had a mountain to climb. And 4th will be Zachariah Bow from another Nephew. But a nice result here for the Cole Webster Jr. stable. Savorski getting home to score on a good day here for Cole too. His mum's in the crowd down there as well. Lynn, she's been here through the day and made it a real family affair, which is great to see Linny out here as well. Short neck, 1 1/4, 6'10", 1 and 7 are the numbers. The winner is by Savabeel from Savorski, and picks up its 4th victory in 25 runs today for the stable. Second placing, Eternal Romance, Lucy Fiore for Dan and Ben Pearce by Reliable Man, and Queen of Jerusalem, The God Has Spoken, Mayor Adam Durant, Holly Nottle in 3rd spot. Okay, let's go down now and catch up with Tessa and extend our best birthday wishes to Cole Jr. here this afternoon, celebrating in the last event with a winner.
21 again for Cole Jr. Cole, just get you on camera. Come around here so we can get your beautiful face on camera. Cole, congratulations. Savorski, he deserved to win this prep, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got a few tricks, but perfect ride from Troy, and yeah, he's a good stayer. He can, he can really stay all day. So, it's good to see him break the ice now.
What were your confidence levels like coming into this? It was a pretty open race in the last.
We didn't know, I thought he was a good thing the other day, and he stood in the gates, but perfect ride from Troy. That's what won the race pretty much.
Exactly. It doesn't matter, does it, when he wins the race? And it's great to see Mum on course as well to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, nah, she's all right. She cooked the chorn last night, so we all got plenty of tucker.
Well, we'll be partying well and truly tonight. Well done here, Cole.
Thanks, Don.
Cole Webster Jr. on his birthday, taking out the last here, Scott Savorski. Troy's just about to return now. A great result here for a horse that's been fairly consistent these last few. It's been a long drought, broke. And today was that day.
Exactly right. He's the kind of horse that you're always going to earn your riding fee on. Last start, you saw some of the tricks that he's got up his sleeve. He missed the kick by about 3 lengths and he had to tack onto the back of the field. And today he goes around at an each-way quote. He drew barrier 14 on paper and ended up 4 back the fence. So you could see very early Troy Turner just carved across the back of the field, was able to get as many behind him as he possibly could. And then from there, all he was going to need was a little bit of moving room at the top of the home straight. And you could hear that in Macca's call. It was beautifully described there when Lucy Fiore went on our runner-up in Eternal Romance. Just created a bit more of a gap there for Troy Turner to start to wind up through, and he was able to get the job done in the end. 6-10-1. Queen of Jerusalem, she settled last under the big weight. She came to the extreme outside and worked home nicely. There's a win just around the corner for her, and Zachariah Bowe has run 4th at the tender age of 12. He's able to continue his run of really good form for Greg Buglehole's yard. 6-10-1-7, but Savorski is back in the winner's circle here today. Troy Turner's been his regular rider ever since he arrived here in WA quite a long time ago. He's always been a quirky galloper, but when he can have things go his way, he's more than capable of winning races like this. Jags, he's enjoying it so much, he's going to make his way across to a couple of happy connections, and then by the looks of him, he's going to walk on by. He's heading off to see Mrs. Webb. That's what he's doing. He's prioritising giving Mrs. Webb a hug, which I'm sure we're all very happy to see because she's obviously had a tough time with the passing of her husband, but for her to be out here today, and as Macca said, she's been here all day from the start of the meeting to the end of the program, and it's very, very meaningful, this win in the last, on Cole Webster Jr.'s birthday as well. Jags is headed in to go and celebrate the win in the last with Savorski, Tessa, but in the end, that's probably the highlight of today's entire program. Low-key meeting here on a Wednesday at Ascot, and to see Savorski salute in the last is something that we're all pretty happy to see.
Oh, 100%, Scott. How fantastic is racing, isn't it? When sometimes you need those lifts, and Cole Webster Jr.'s birthday today, fantastic. His mum, Mrs. Webb, on course as well. And as you touched on, obviously the family have gone through a very hard time as of recent. Troy Turner has been a part of that story with them forever since he started his apprenticeship. Savorski breaks a drought, very long drought, over 700 days. But recapping the meeting that was, are there any key horses that you'd like to take out of today's program?
Look, probably the biggest follow would be Sign Deal, I'd say. There was a lot of maidens early with horses there that were probably going to go to Class 1s and be somewhat competitive. You heard Luke Fernie about Slip the Jab. They don't have great expectations for his future in terms of what they're aiming up at. I think the horse to follow is Sign Deal. He's only been here in the West for 4 or 5 starts. It looks like he's finally found his feet.
It was a huge run into second as well there today, but we've got a big few days of racing here in the West, Scott. We've got plenty of racing over the coming days. Tomorrow, Pinjarra, Friday, Geraldton, Saturday, 10-race program here, including 2 listed races, the Natasha Stakes for the fillies and the JC Roberts as well for our gelding, Colts and gelding, should I say, and then Pingrup Cup. And then we've got York. So plenty of racing. What are you most looking forward to?
I like a couple over the next couple of days, Tess. I like Too Much Talk tomorrow for Zephyr Johnston Porter, who rode a winner today. I think it's a nice race for him. Very much looking forward to on Friday seeing one of my favourite horses in WA and Scourge of the West go around again. He belongs here in town, so I think he can clean up the country horses again there on Friday. Probably the best for the week, Scourge of the West. Right. And then on the weekend, we'll work through those meetings tonight. Exactly
right. Big few days coming up here in the West, so be sure to tune in. But for now, from Scotty and I from Ascot, it is good night.